Yeah, very good morning, students. Welcome back to the lecture series on design of RCC structures and steel structures. In previous class, we have studied about the design of rectangular tanks with a bottom rigid base. Today, we are going to start with a new problem, same on that. Let us take an example, a question from previous question paper, so that it will be easy for you to know the things, how it can be analyzed. Yesterday, a brief discussion was done on the rectangular tanks, how the wall behaves when the length and breadth changes along with the depth of the tank, what kind of load we get, whether we get a horizontal movement or we get a vertical movement, and how the reinforcement will be placed, whether it is main bars are placed vertical or horizontal. Depending upon the height, depending upon the length, everything goes on changes. Today we will take a question from question papers and solve it, so you will feel easy for this. So the same thing he has shown here, theory part. So for movement, we have a formula of mx into WEA into Q. Similarly, for horizontal movement, we have My into W into AQ. Due to this horizontal force, we have a tension in the walls of short wall and long wall. For that, we have a formula of tension in long or short wall will be Ts into P into L by 2, where P stands for density into height of water into L by 2, that is span. Similarly, in long walls, it will be P into B by 2, where P stands for density and height of the wall. After that, horizontal steel will be provided in two means, that is AST1, AST2. AST1 will be provided with AST2 will be provided with tension divided by tensile stress in the steel, that is sigma ST. We get AST2 bars. AST1 is nothing but m dash by sigma ST JD, where m dash is nothing but a maximum horizontal moment from the coefficient we what we took from table number 3 minus of tension into x. X is nothing but we can see in the diagram x is equal to effective depth minus of d by 2, that is depth of wall. Substituting this is equal to m dash and we get AST1, AST2. So let us take another problem from question papers. Design a sidewall of a rectangular tank of diameters 6 meter by 2 meter with a depth of storage 2.5 meters, which is resting on a ground whose walls are rigidly joined at vertical and horizontal edges. Assume M20 grade concrete and Fe415 steel. Sketch the details of reinforcement in the tank. So here is the dimensions given. Length is 6 meters, width is 2 meters. That is depth A equal to 2.5 meters. So for analysis, we need to find the moments and tensile force. First, let us take it divided into short wall and long wall. So when we consider long wall, that is L by A, L is 6 meters here. Yes, referee L is equal to 6 meter, A is equal to 2.5 meters. So L by A, it is nothing but 2.4, which is near to 2.5. So from code book IS 3370 part 4, we can calculate we can check it is table number 3 because it is a rectangular tank, rigid at base and walls. So table number 1 for bottom hinged here, so it will not come into picture. Table number 2 we will not get. Table number 3, moment coefficient for individual wall panels. Top free, bottom and vertical edges are edges. So here we can see the L by A ratio, it is 2.4. So from table 2.4 means it is 2 and 2.5, it is near to 2.5. Let us take that is B by N is, here we are taking length. So L by A is 2.5 meters. 2.5 meters. What about mx and my? Consider a maximum mx and my. So for 2.5 we can check mx. Mx is here, it is mx, that is third one. fifth one and seventh one is mx. Find the maximum moment. Can our students tell which is the maximum moment in the mx value here? I think this table is visible for you. Can you tell me that? Students, are you hearing me? Yes? Jayasri, Hema, anybody can tell me that for L by A ratio 2.5, what could be the maximum mx from table number 3, 5 and 7, which will be the highest here? Hmm? Can anybody tell for 2.5 meter L by A ratio, what could be the maximum mx from the above table? Yes? No, no reply. Anyhow, by L by ratio when it is 2.5, we can see from the table here the maximum will be minus 0.108. In this, we don't have maximum 0.07, which is less than 0.108. Here we can see here. So 0.108 is a maximum coefficient for mx at x y is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0. So we can see here at y is equal to 0 and x by a equal to 1, we get mx is equal to minus 0.108. Similarly, let us find my here. My again in table number 4, 6 and 8, which is maximum. Here in this we get maximum is 0.027 from table number 4. This is maximum. If we check in this, it is less than 0.027. If we check in the last, when y is equal to b by 2, we can see the highest is minus 0.074. So we can see here minus 0.074 is a value here. So minus 0.074. That is when x is equal to b by 2 and x by a is equal to how much it is? X by a is equal to 0. So x by a is equal to 0 here. When x by a equals to 0, we get MO equal to 0.074. Substituting in the moments value formulas, that is mx into we cube, MO into we cube. So A is 2.5, W is 10, that is density of water. Mx is coefficient what we have got in the above here, minus 0.108. So minus 0.108 into 10 into 2.5 raised to 3, we get maximum moment as a minus 16.875. Can anybody calculate the horizontal movement and tell me? That is my into w into e cube. A stands for 2.5, w stands for 210, my is minus 0.074. Can anybody tell the answer here by using your calculators? Okay, fine. You will only find it. 1.56 is the horizontal force and moment is minus 16.75. Next comes the tension along long wall, that will be W into AB by 2. W is 10 here, A is 2.5, B is 2 meters, 2 by 2 it will be 1. So 10 into 2.5 into 1, it will be 25 kilonewtons. That's what we got for the long wall. Coming back to the short wall here, short wall we can say again B by A. B is 2 meters and divided by 2.5, I think. B, how much we have got? 2 here and A is 2.5. How much we get? 2 by 2.5. What could be the value here? 2.5, we get 0.8. So this becomes 0.8. 0.8 is nothing but near to 1 it is. So you can see from table where you are getting 0.75 we are getting. How much we got answer? 0.8, which is near to 0.75. But value will be less when you take reducing. Let us take it as 1 here. So for 1, what will be the mx maximum? We can see here minus 0.035 compared to other three values. We get minus 0.035. So this will be minus 0.035, that is mx. And what will be mo here? We can see it is 0.1 is maximum h here. No, here we should check 1 here. So here if you check it is plus 0.13. Here it is minus. And here if you see highest is minus 0.029. Minus 0.029. This is there when y is equal to b by 2 and x is equal to 3 by 4. X is equal to 3 by 4. And the first one what we have got, x by is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0. We get mx. Substitute these values, find the moments. So moments we can find here. It is given as 2.5 into 2.5 into 2.5 into 10, and the equation is minus 0.035. We get 5.6. The moment is 5.65. Similarly, if we get the second one, horizontal movement, 2.5 into 2.5 into 2.5 into 10 into 0.029, we get 4.53. So this is 4.53. And W is 10 here, A is 2.5, 10 into 2.5 is 25, L is 6 meters here, 6 by 2, 3, 3 into 25, we get 75 kilonewton as the tension in short wall. So we have found the movements as well as horizontal movements as well as the tension in both short wall and long wall. And from above equation design, we can design the walls here. So for M20 grade concrete and Fe415 steel by using 3370 part 2, we get sigma CBC, that bending stress in concrete will be 7 and permissive stress in steel will be 150. Using these two, we can find the modular ratio. So for modular ratio, what is the formula to find? M equals to 280 divided by 3 into this sigma CBC. Substitute this value here. So 280 divided by 3 into 7, we get modular ratio is equal to 13.33. Once we get this modular ratio, substituting this K value, we get K value equals to 0.38. Once we get K is equal to 0.38, then find the value of the lever arm J is equal to 1 minus K by 3. So K value 0.38 divided by 3 minus of 1, we get 0.87 as the J value. Then we can find the Q value. Q is equal to half of sigma CBC J into K. So sigma CBC is 7, J is 0.87, K is 0.38. Substitute all these values, we get Q is equal to 1.15. So once we get this, so find the depth here. So for depth, what is the maximum movement from vertical and horizontal, both long wall maximum minus 16. So 16.75 is taken into account and find the depth here. So D is equal to under root of 16.875 divided by Q is 1.15 into 1000. So what will be the answer here? Can anybody tell it? If you have a calculator, can anybody tell the answer? Can anybody tell the answer? Yes. Anybody? Jayasri, can you tell the answer by using calculator and tell me? D is equal to under root of M by QB. I don't have calculator. Can anybody? M is equal to 16.875 into 10 raised to 6. Q is 1.15 and B is 1 meter. Can anybody will tell the answer? Hmm? Can anybody? Yes, the answer may be 33 something odd. So, assuming the effective cover is 33, the thickness of wall can be assumed by above 1. So, somewhere we are getting 170, I think. Calculate it and check it and tell. So, provided will be 170 minus 33, that is 137 is the effective depth. You can see this formula. Find the AST here. So, how you find the AST? AST is equal to by, you can see AST is equal to trim divided by sigma st into J into D. Substitute this value and find the AST value. Then use the 12 mm diabars. Calculate the spacing required. Does anybody want to answer or not? Tell me. If this is the case, I am not going to solve the question papers here. I will give the, I will solve it and I will just post on your Teams and you can only solve by yourself. Tell you? Yes, once we find the AST for this, use 12 mm diabars and find the spacing of bars here. So whatever spacing you provide, provide the 12 mm diapar spacing here. Next comes the distribution steel. So distribution steel means we are going to provide the minimum area of steel here. That is an outer face or inside for a distribution value. So that should be provided of minimum area of steel, that is 0.24% of gross area. So gross area means 1000 into the thickness, that is 170 into 0.24. The minimum area of steel required for this wall is 408. So suppose if we are using 8 mm diabars, we get then spacing of bar will be the area of diameter of 8 mm divided by the whole area of steel required, that will give 123. So we are providing 8 mm dia at 120 mm center to center in horizontal direction. Next, coming to, as we saw, the two layers have been provided. Outer face also for the temperature reinforcement, we are providing the minimum steel. So minimum steel what expected for 8 mm at 120 center to center. The same will be provided in vertical as well as horizontal direction on the outer face of the wall. And next, coming to the providing of horizontal movement. Yes, we can see here horizontal movement. The maximum horizontal movement we got in the long wall is minus L1.56. That in short wall is 4.53. So L1.56, we can see it will be shown like this. This is L1 point, long wall is 11.56 and short wall we got 4.56. Yes, we got this. Then find the distribution factors. So distribution factor means already you know this is 12.56 and along AB it is shorter span about 4.56. So unbalanced movement is a distribution what you need to take. So using can use calculator here. Taking calculators. 11.56 minus of 4.56, it is left with 7. 7 into 0.44. I think this 0.44 will not get distribution factor like this. That should be taken by 1 by 5 and KC, that is 9 by 20. 1 by 5, 9 by 20. This is nothing but a 4 EI by L here. So L stands for the length for shorter and long wall. For long wall it is 6 meter, short wall it is 2 meter. So if you substitute that value, the difference distribution factor may change here. So let us check the distribution by yourself. You check and see that what exactly the distribution factors we get for just here I will calculate the values here. I can say how we can calculate the values. So we got the moment at AC and we got the moment at EB. We have distribution factors calculated and tell me not exactly, I don't know. So minus 11.56 plus of 4.56, we get minus 7 as the moment into 0.44, that will be 3.0 here, 3.08. At the same time, minus of 7 minus of 3.08, we left with 3.92. So this will be 3.92. Add this, what we get 3.92 plus of 4.56, that will be 8.48. So moment will be 8.48. And similarly, at this side, we must how much we get minus 11.56 plus of 3.08, that is minus 8.48. So this will be minus 8.48. So this is the final moments what we have got as a horizontal. So tension in the wall is computed by considering H1 from the base. H1 is greater than H by 4, 1 meters, 3 over 3/4, all that. You over that the tension in short wall we have got is from the above table we calculated is 75 kilonewtons. So let us take that only. So this is we have taken it as a 75, and for this we have taken long wall it is 25. So net bending moment will be m into m dash is equal to m minus tx. M you know already it is 8.48. So this is 8.48 minus it is 75 into x. X is nothing but a 170, 137 minus 170 by 2, that is 52 something 0.052. So the value what is left here if we get is 0.052 into 75, that is 3.9 minus of 8.48, left with 4.58. The moment will be 4.58. So for this 4.58 we are providing the steel. For this also we are providing the area of steel. So calculate separately for area of steel for this and this. For this it is 75 divided by 75 to 10 raised to 3 into divided by 150. How much we get? Let us take calculator and calculate. So for second one will be 75 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 150. We get 500. This as 500 we get, that is AST 2. We left with 75,000 divided by 150, get answer as 500. And for this one, how much we get? The moment is 4.58. 4.58 into 10 raised to 3, that is 10 raised to 6. 6 divided by 150 divided by 0.87 divided by 137. It is 256 area. So AST1 we get 256. So 256 plus 500 we get 756 is the total area of steel required here. So using 12 mm dia bars, how much we get? That is 113 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 756. The spacing required is 149. So 149 means we can provide as 125 or 130. So 12 mm dia we are providing at 125 mm center to center at a corners. And coming over to base slab we are designing as resting on the ground. It is a firm ground. So depending upon the thickness, we are providing the reinforcement. So thickness of slab assumed to be 200. So the minimum steel of that is 0.24% of 200 into 1000. We get the area. So let us provide the 8 mm by 200 mm center to center at top and bottom. And haunch may be, if required, haunch may be provided. Here we can see the old diagram is only kept here. You need to change this. Dimensions are not changed. So we can see how the reinforcement are provided. This is 2.5 meters. You can see it at 120, it is given 12 at 120 is given. We have not changed the reinforcement. We will change the reinforcement as per the required. I hope this might be found very easy for you to analyze the things. We have taken a question paper and we have solved it in the previous class. The same pattern we have solved in today's class. Please go through the things, refer the table properly. That is, whenever you refer the table 3370 pattern, you can see here. First find L by A. And once we find the L by A, it is something we got 2.4. Go for the higher value, that is 2.5, we are gone. So don't write this earlier. First find the maximum this, that is 2.5. We can see how we are finding for 2.5. mx, if I refer point the table number 3 when y is equal to 0, 5 when y is equal to b by 4, table number 7 and y is equal to b by 2. In out of these, which is maximum for this 2.5? We can see this here. In this one, this much we can see here. The highest we got is 0.108. If you see in table number 5, it is 0.077, which is less than 0.1. And if you see in the 7th table, it is still more or less. So this can be considered, and we can write it in this form. That is, we can see when x is equal to y is equal to 0, when x by a equals to 1. When x y is equal to 0, x by equal to 1, we get mx. Similarly, for negative moment, we refer my. From my, we can see here 0.002 is maximum, from which is the highest is plus 0.027. If you go with this, we can't check this. This is very less. And if you go with the table number 8, from when y is equal to b by 2, we can get maximum as minus 0.074. When x by a is equal to 0 and y is equal to b by 2, we get a maximum my value. That is, y is equal to b by 2, x is equal to a by 0. We get my is equal to minus 0.074. Substitute in the below table. That is vertical movement, horizontal movement. These formulas we can see in the table itself. Here only they have given horizontal movement, vertical movement. So what for vertical movement we take mx, for horizontal movement you take my. W into E cube. Why W is nothing but the density of liquid. Here we are taking water 10. So density of water will be 10 here. A is nothing but the height of the wall, that which is given here 2.5 meters. B is width, that depends upon the length and width. We can take whichever wall we are considering, it is long wall or short wall. For that, P value will be taken and we found it. So this is how you need to find the movements and horizontal movements. Then comes the tension in long wall, that is W into A into B by 2. So W is density of water, that is 10. A is height of water, that is 2.5. B by 2. For a long wall, L will be known, so L is taken per meter width, and the opposite length will be B by 2. And similarly, for short wall, the tension will be taken along the short wall only, that is W to L by 2. For short wall, the perpendicular length of wall is L, so L by 2 is taken to find the tension in the short wall. This is how we find the movements and horizontal movements as well as vertical movements. Then the next step is to find the depth. To find the depth, we need to know the m value we got it, whichever is maximum in horizontal or vertical. Next, we need to find the q value. Q value, your formula we got is q is equal to half sigma CBC JK. So J you want to know, it is 1 minus K by 3. To K you want to know, it is modular relation to bending in concrete plus thermal stress in steel. Once you get the K value, J value, sigma CBC, substitute this, we get the Q value. So M in modular ratio is equal to 280 by 3 into sigma CBC. And this sigma CBC we get as 7 from the table number 2 from IS 3370 part 2. This is for M20 grade concrete. Now in the revised table we can see M20 is not taken into account. Minimum grade of concrete for water retaining is M25. But if the problem is given from this M20, you need to take sigma CBC as 7. But from table number 2 of new IS code, For M25 grade concrete, sigma CBC will be 8.5 and sigma ST is 150. Again from IS 3370 1967 code book. Previous one we get for M20 grade concrete is 150. For present now, for grade of M25, which is minimum, the sigma STC will be 140. So if grade of concrete is changed in the question, as per new code book, we can also change the value of sigma ST, substitute value, find the modular ratio, find the K value, find the lever arm J, then Q value. This is how you are finding the moments, lever arm K value, and substituting the finding the area of steel, providing depending upon whether it is horizontal or vertical. This is what we have found in the today's class. That is the design of rectangular tanks. I think we have completed water tanks also. Only the tanks with flexible movement with the rigid movement is taken in the rectangular and circular tanks. Two problems were solved from circular tanks and one problem was solved from rectangular tanks. Go through the notes, go through the videos if you have any doubts here. Tomorrow class we will revise the only water tanks, whether it is circular or rectangular, so that tomorrow I will conclude the water tanks completely. From day after tomorrow we will start with the new model of new chapter. Anybody is having any doubts here? Yes, friends, anybody is having any doubts? If you have doubts, you can come out with the problems, else we will conclude the class here only. Fine, let us conclude the class. Okay.